And this is a video review of the Transformers Studio Series Constructicon Mixmaster from Revenge of the Fallen movie. So, this is one of those figures that I bought right before the lockdown. I didn't really like how this one turned out, but since I just got this guy and I spent a week trying to play around with all of these figures and all that, I thought I'd start catching up and review the last 3 figures so that we can do our Devastator review. So first off, let's take a look at the packaging. So it's your standard Studio Series packaging. He is number 53. I like the artwork on Mixmaster here. I wish he turned out as good as that, but what can you do? Image of Mixmaster to the side, Devastator and the Constructicon logo, and then that is Mixmaster. Not much in terms of a bio. So up, and he is a licensed Mac product. So taking a closer look at Mixmaster, I mean, he's not half bad. He, as Studio Series figures go, he is very well detailed and all that. He does lack a bit in terms of the paint apps as well as the articulation, which we will go through now. So taking a closer look at the figure, his head sculpt is, you know, typical Constructicon insectoid look, which is not bad. He has all the appropriate, you know, high level details. Do wish they painted some of this up. So this is just plain gray plastic. Wish it had a bit more, you know, gold or copper, just like the design here, to break up all that paint. Has these, you know, these mixing buckets, although they are static, which we'll go through in the articulation, which prevents me from putting him in any dynamic poses. And from the side, not too bad. From the back, he does have this huge thing, which, what can you do? It has to go somewhere anyway. So yeah, not too bad. In terms of articulation, I think that is where this figure really fails. So articulation, right? His face does go forward and back on that hinge, and there is a ball joint, so you can turn it around all the way if you wanted to, and there is some tilt to it. There is a hinge up there, a swivel there, a hinge there, swivel there, hinge there, and a hinge here. So I mean, there are joints, but the way it's, you know, the way this is placed, it does hinder it a little bit in terms of that. I wish they put a swivel right here, just so we can twist this around, similar to this one. That would have given him a bit more motion, and then you can put him in poses that are accurate to, you know, the CGI models. No waist swivel. Leg can go all the way out, can go forward that much, back that much, all the way to the side. Swivel there. Knee bend more than, oh, just 90 degrees, and up and down on the leg, no pivoting. So I mean, moderate articulation, not too bad. Now for some size comparisons, take this out of the way. Here he is with Jetfire. If you remember that scene with Jetfire cutting in half that Mixmaster clone, I think they're good size. Here he is with Optimus Prime. So while he is shorter, he is a whole lot wider as well. And then just to put him with the rest of the team, and here we got Mixmaster with the rest of the Constructicon. So they are a motley crew of misfits. Okay, now to transform Mixmaster in his mixer mode. It is a bit involved, but not too bad. First thing you do is push that back, push the head back, unpeg the waist, so the waist does peg. So that peg just goes into that slot there. So unpeg that. Go ahead and fold these flaps down. Go, and then go ahead and put the smokestacks up, and then these legs are on a double hinge, so just hinge them down until they snap. Leave that for now. Let's fold this around, but before we do that, let's tidy this bit up. So straighten this out. This one is on a double hinge, so unhinge that. So that peg hole is gonna go into that circular peg there, so let's do that. And see, that goes in parallel with this, so let's do that. Flip that down, parallel. That's how it's supposed to look. And then this you unfold out. This is in a double hinge, so hinge that around and then just peg this together. They should align no problem with a snap. Do the same on the other side, so double hinge, extend, parallel. Oh, there is a peg there that pegs on that one as well, so that will help in this terms of the stability. And then again, the peg that hole, so just do that. There you go. And then just close this up. Now it's just a matter of closing this in. So before we do that, there is a peg there that will go on the upper hole. And then there's that peg there that will go onto that hole. Make sure to lift that up. Well, let's peg the legs together. So there's a peg and a hole there, so let's just peg this together. And then again, hole up, peg on that hole and peg on the upper hole. So there's two holes there, the upper hole. That should peg in nicely. Do the same on the other side. Sure all the proper pegs are aligned to the proper holes. And then just peg the mixer together. Oh, I think this is supposed to go into the front instead, sorry. Give us clearance. And there you go. There is Mixmaster in his awesome mixer mode. So taking a look at the details, this is not half bad. I think the mixer itself is a bit too small. Could be a little bigger, but that's okay. I don't know if this is a spare or it's really supposed to be that high up, but you know, what can you do? The legs and hands are pretty much showing on the sides and the back, but that's not too bad as well. From the front, you can see that Mac logo there. Oh, I think I broke my Mac dog. There's supposed to be a Mac dog there. Oh well, what can you do? That's a bummer, but what can you do? So yeah, not too bad. And here are all the Constructicons together in their vehicle modes, and they are whoop, turn that guy around. One thing I forgot to show you is the included base. So it is the same base as in every other Constructicon. So pyramids with the shadow of Devastator. Final thoughts. So I mean, he's not the best of the Constructicons. I know he's not the worst either. I do a ranking later on, but he's probably somewhere in the middle in terms of ranking if I rank the individual Constructicons. That said, you need him to form Devastator, so yeah, you really don't have any choice. You have to get him if you want to do the whole Devastator thing. So yeah, that's it. So if you like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, do subscribe. This has been Grimtrigger, and this has been the broken Mixmaster. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.